How are you?
You? Sorry, I'm good in you.
I'm also fine.
Is it perfectly working now? Working perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
can
really
say it's working because you're not late.
fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, like today we're going like to start all over again from the scratch. So I will even ask you the questions I did ask you last night because of network. So I missed some of the things.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, okay. How are you doing so far?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful.
I'm trying
Yeah,
my best.
scholars they say that our experiences at a young age they somehow contribute into the people that we become. So how was your childhood growing up?
My childhood growing up uh, um was a very happy childhood, I would say. And I was a very curious child, so I liked to try a lot of things. I wanted to involve myself in a lot of good things, you know? Yeah, I was
Mm.
just an active child. Yeah. And
What
I I think that also kind of helped me, you know, being like that when I was young. Not saying I'm not still young. I am young, but okay, when I was young, young, you know, um, I think this is it helped me because now I pushed myself to even go to idols. You know, that's like so big, such a big thing to do.
what are the things that you wanted to do when you were young?
When I was young, I wanted to be a teacher. Believe it or not, I wanted to be a teacher when I was young, and then I found out that I could sing, and then that was all I wanted to do.
So you're
Yeah,
not interested in teaching anymore?
not anymore. Not anymore. Yeah.
What are your like memorable times of your childhood?
Oh man, my memorable times. Okay, my memorable times when I was young has to be whenever the family got together. I feel like that meant a lot to me. Yeah, because we don't do that anymore, you know, because everyone now is so independent and they're living on their own. So we don't really get that chance to be together anymore. So those have to be the most memorable moments because that's where we got to catch up with my family and we would sing and make songs all the time. You know, it was so nice.
So you have been singing since you were young.
Yeah, since I was young, since I can remember, I've been singing. You know, it's not something that I was taught. You know, it's a gift.
Then at what age then like you were confident to say what's it now I can be a good musician or singer?
It has to be grade two. Like I've been asked this question before, and it has to be grade two. Grade two, ne? We were singing in my class like, "Oh McDonald," you know. So my teacher was listening to everyone while they're singing, and then when she came to me, she stopped for a while, and I didn't understand why did she stop. And then she was like, "Interval, you must come to me." And then she was like, she told me that you have a good voice and you can sing, so you should join the choir. And I think that's where it all started, the confidence and everything, because I could see, okay, people are taking me seriously and everyone is telling me I can sing nice. And then I had to also believe myself, because people can tell you a lot of things but you have to believe it. So then I gained confidence in myself like that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, wonderful. Who are the people who mostly encourage you, to continue be a singer?
You know, it's not, I know it sounds bad, but it's not even my family, you know. It's
Mm.
it's an artist that I look up to, and she was also on Idols, and she's the one that was like, because I saw like she didn't even make it far in the competition, but when I saw her, I thought maybe I could also do it, and I did it. Shekinah,
Mm. Oh,
who was also on Idols.
um,
Don't you know Shekinah?
I don't know her. I don't know how. I
She
don't
sings
wanna
that song.
lie.
It's like suited for each other, suited for each other. That song.
I know. I don't know. I know the song, but I don't know
Yeah.
the person.
So she's the artist. It's a girl.
Mm.
Yeah.
So,
She's the
like,
one.
is a person maybe you have been in contact with, in touch or
Oh, Shekinah.
yeah.
I wish. I wish she's watching this live. I wish. I wish so
Nah.
much. I wish I could meet her. I wish I could meet Shekinah. I never ever spoke to Shekinah.
Yeah. Now you will meet her one day. You're in the same industry now, so
Hopefully, in
maybe.
God's name, I meet her because I feel like I wouldn't even speak. I would just cry if I saw
Mm.
Shekinah. Yeah, that's how much I love her.
Yeah. So, like coming to idols, when did you decide to say, you know what, Z, now you're a good musician, you are ready to go on the public, you are ready to go on camera and sing for thousands of people and millions of people watching you streaming live?
Um, when did I decide that?
Yes.
This was like in the beginning of the year, right? When
This
idols were,
year.
yes, this year. Okay, I've always dreamed of going to idols like over the past few years. I've always dreamed of going to idols, but I never thought it would be something that I would do. You know, when you're like, I just wish I could do that and you never do it. So this time I was like, I wish I could go to idols. And then this year I saw an advert saying you can audition for idols online. So I was like, oh, okay, that's even easier for me. Then I don't have to face the judges, you know, for the first time. So I did a online audition, and I don't know lie, I didn't trust myself because days went by, like days went by, and I was like, oh, probably not in, and they didn't even see my video. They don't care, you know. And then days went by, and days passed. I even forgot about it, and I was actually sad, you
Oh,
know, like okay, my dreams are crashed and all that. And then I got a call saying that um, you you are through to the next round, which is the round where you see the judges and audition. And I thought it was a prank. So I asked the person, are you pranking me? But they were, it wasn't a prank. So then I was like, is this a prank? It's like, no, it's not a prank. We're going to send you all the stuff that you need to know, you know, to come. And I was so, I can remember after that call, I was crying. Like I never knew I could cry like that. Like it was a different kind of cry. I was just crying and like my eyes ball out. And then, yeah, I just knew from then onwards that I was like, I need to take myself seriously right now because those people saw something in that video that they wanted to have on their show, you know? So I might as well just pull my socks up, even though I feel like I can't do it anymore. Like, let's just try. And it's all about trying, you know, like I didn't know I would make it this far until I tried. Like I always say that. I feel like that's the key thing. You never know that you can do something until you try, you know. So yeah.
yeah, you came to be close to Thapelo when you won the first part and the second performance you performed with him. From there, how your relationship started and how it took off and all the stuff.
Yeah, Thapelo, that I'm actually grateful to have met someone like him in the competition because yeah, you know, before the duets, I didn't really know anyone on idols and I didn't really care, you know. I was just focused on myself. And then when it came to duets, like I met him, he became a big brother, you know, like he would advise me in everything, you know, like he's someone like if you're feeling down and you feel like you don't know what to do, like feel like you're at your lowest, I feel like he's the one that always pep talked me, you know. He was always the one giving me advices not to give up. You're almost there. You're here for a reason. And that's what made me love him so much more because I knew I had someone to run to at Idols, you know. I wasn't alone. And we would always push each other. And then when we did that duet, yo, it was the highlight. It's still my highlight for Idols. The duet has to be my highlight experience. Every time I think about it, I wish I can reverse time and just go back again there. that has to be my highlight of me performing with him. And I was filled with joy. I think everyone saw when they announced that he's the winner. And then I came running to the stage. Oh my God. I was just so excited. I knew it. I just knew from day one that he's capable of winning as much as all of us were. But I feel like whenever I was watching Thapelo, I always felt like I'm a fan, you know, like I'm part of the people there in the audience whenever he would perform. And I would forget that I'm in a competition because I really, really, really saw a winner in him. And yeah, I'm actually proud of him.
Yeah, you know, that performance, you and Thapelo, I can say according to my own perspective, that's the performance that made you to win the public eye.
Yeah,
That
I
was a
think so.
great that performance.
And it was the first Hushem. So
Mm.
yeah.
That's why you guys came after that performance, all eyes were on the two of you, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That was my highlight on Idols.
So how was the journey throughout the idols, the rehearsals, the life behind the camera?
Yeah. That has to be one of the toughest things I've ever done in my life. Because, you know, you just watch Idols when you're a fan or in the audience, we all get to see, you guys only watch the final product, you know, you don't know like the past few days what we went through, you know, the behind the scenes before we come up on stage and we look all golden and stuff. You know, there's a lot that goes into this thing, like so much, the rehearsals, the vocal coaching, you know, you have to remember your song, you don't even know it, but you got to remember your song, you know, you have to, you know, you have to be perfect, but okay, not perfect, you have to try. So like for me, that was the toughest thing that I have ever had to do in my life. And yeah, I feel like, yeah, that has to be the toughest thing. And you have to cope with everything that's happening, you know, you have to battle yourself because everyone wants to go to the next round, and everyone has to, you know, you have to fight for your spot to the next round, you know. So that's why you have to perfect everything that you do to your best. So yeah.
Have you ever felt overwhelmed, like, you know what, I feel like I just need to drop everything and go back home because of the pressure?
Poor, yeah, I always felt I did. There was a moment, there was a moment, there was a moment. Okay, sorry, my
Right.
brother, sorry, my brother's funendoni anasiske. Oh, no ayaka ke kwelandukanye amba ngalandlela ekrish uzombona ayaka. Sorry, that was my little brother. He just wanted some
That's
help.
fine.
Yeah.
Did you cry during that moment?
Yes, there was a moment where I was like, I want to go home. Oh, there was a moment where I was like, I, 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 I don't know. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm so down. I feel like whatever I do is not seen, you know. And then Thapelo, you know, spoke to me. He was like, first of all, you wouldn't be here if you didn't have a good voice. You wouldn't have made it this far if you didn't have a good voice. And also, this is not something that I was taught, it's something that I was born with, a gift. So I am meant, that's my job, is to showcase what I was gifted, you know. So I can't just give up at, just in the middle of nowhere, you know. I have to keep on pushing. And yeah, I did have moments like that. I did have moments where I cried, you know. And I feel like if you don't have those moments, then I wouldn't have been Z now, you know. Then I would have cheated the whole process of idols, you know, because that even in good times there's bad times. So yeah.
What are your best moments so far performing, or maybe one of your best performance during the idols?
There's two, you know, there's two best performances. There's three. Okay, there's three best performances for me. Um the first one has to be the when it was the last round of Theatre Week, the song by Lady Gaga. Yeah,
Yes.
the song that I will always remember us this way. The one that made us go to top 12. Yeah. So that was the first place performance. I at that moment I thought this is the one, you know. I love this one. And then it got topped off by the duet between me and Thapelo, you know. Now that one was the best of the best of all the performances I feel like I've ever done. And then the other one, the last best performance has to be the one with Joyous Celebration. I've never felt so good on stage. I've never felt so good on stage. When I was performing Joyous Celebration songs, Uliphathe Kahle, that was the best moments. Because even the Joyous Celebration like crew was like making me feel like part of them. And I was just in the moment. I even forgot at some point that I'm here. And then I just performed, you know, just did everything. Yeah. Thank you.
Are you a big fan of Joy Celebration?
I mean, I never really listened to Joy Celebration. My sisters love Joy Celebration so much. So I would listen to Joy Celebration because of them, you know. It's not like something that I would listen to all the time, you know. And I never really knew the song that I was singing. I didn't know the song that I was singing. I only learned it there. And yeah, I fell in love with the song, and I think that's why I performed it like that on stage, you know.
Thapelo, last time talking about not knowing the songs, Thapelo last time told me that the average songs that he sang on stage are songs that he had them for the first time. So there
Yeah,
were songs that you like when the list came up, you were like, what are these songs? And like you don't have any other choice to come up with your own song. You just
exactly.
need to learn.
Exactly, like you have no choice because at the end of the day you can't say I don't know the song and then you're not gonna sing. You have to choose a song. And that song, you can't sing that song and show people you don't like the song. You have to sing the song like you mean it, like you love it, because you want to go through to the next round, you know? You have to show your like that you are flexible to try anything, you know. I think idols is also like it tests us like that, you know. It shows that if you are able to try anything, you know, you can't just limit yourself. So I think, yeah, Tapelo was had a point there.
So having to sing a song that you only uh, maybe know it for the first time, you don't know anything about it. What helped you to be able to perfect the song?
For example, you see the Lady Gaga song, the
Mm-hmm.
one, yeah, the one, that song. It was my first time to hear that song, and I was so scared. I can remember, I was really scared because I was like, I don't know this Lady Gaga song, and once you hear Lady Gaga, you just think, because you know that woman is like she's out of the box,
Yeah.
you know, she's big, you know, and then I was thinking, how am I gonna do this? And then I heard the song, and then fortunately for me, I am a fast learner. Like when I get something, I always focus on that thing until I get it. So that's why things are so easy for a song that I don't know is easy for me to learn, because because I love music so much. So I put all my effort into that song, and I learn the song, and I try to perfect the song, you know. So that's how I do it. I think I always listen to the song over and over, and I first listen to the meaning of the song so that I know what emotion to bring to the song. That's how I just do everything. Yeah.
Did you like maybe have some nerves while performing, like shivering or having like, you know?
Yes, I did, especially on my first live show, which was the Chloe surprise song. Oh wow, that song was my first time being live, first time so many people staring at you, and some are there at the golden circle, some are right next to you, and you're like wearing heels and this dress, it's so big, and you're just there, and you're trying to put a smile on your face, but you're nervous, you're thinking a lot, and you know. So yeah, I did get nervous at some point at idols. I feel like you never stop being nervous as much as you I feel like every artist has that thing. As much as you are perfect and as much as you've been on stage for years, but I feel like there is that little nervousness that you have before going on stage. I mean, if you care, then you gotta be nervous if you're gonna do something. Because if you're not nervous, like, don't you feel like it means anything to you, you know? So yeah, I feel like I've been nervous on every performance, but when I got on stage and I had the mic in my hand, I just forget about a lot of things and I just sing.
But being nervous while performing, someone doesn't like interrupt you, maybe forgetting the
No,
tune or the.
no, I get nervous before I'm on stage, you know, before my name is called, before, you know, that whole process of elimination. You cannot never be nervous. I mean, we're all sitting there at the Standard Bank Lounge and you're all just waiting for your name to be called. So you're just nervous, you're nervous. And the first time I was on the hot spot, you know, when I was down to the two where one has to go home, the first time I was on the hot spot. And then I got saved. That moment, I didn't know who is going to go home because we were both great singers. And I was like, oh, at this point, I just don't know. You know, you're just nervous, you're freaking out. And then they call your name just after all those nerves. And then you're like, oh, I have to sing with all that nerves you have. Then you're trying to calm yourself down and all that stuff. But yeah, I did get nervous so many times.
So, like, at the idols, they do have like a professional psychologist, to help you deal with everything that you guys are going through.
Yeah, we did. We did. There was a lady. Um, she helps you to not think a lot. You know, she tries to ground you every time in anything that she can do, you know, so to help out.
So,
My
uh,
battery's getting flat.
I'm sorry, sorry. Um, you know, your last performance before you went home, that was a very, very like hard thing, I mean, to accept that you're going, because like from top 12 until top 4, ne? Like for me, or to me, I was seeing top 2, you battling with Thapelo, you
That's what,
you
you
having
know, that was our dream, you know that.
no.
From the duet, we were always like, it's gonna be me and you top two, right? And then we would always laugh about it. You know, it was always something that we really wanted. But I guess he had to take it for us. And I told him, if I win, you win. If you win, I win. So I still feel like a winner anyway, you know.
Mm. And
Yeah.
that was a very hard thing to deal with, because top
Yeah.
2 was the right spot for you and Tapel to battle it. So do you think maybe you lost there because the votes, not because, because like your last performance was a big performance, so maybe it's because of the votes didn't like match the
Yeah,
standard.
it all goes down to the votes. People vote for who they like. So
Mm.
unfortunately, I didn't get many votes to keep me in the competition. I I wouldn't say because people don't like me, because I've received so much love from people, but my votes just weren't enough to keep me in the competition. At
Yeah.
the end of the day,
Sometimes.
there has to be one winner, and we are all, we're all battling for the number one spot. And I'm grateful it had to be Thapelo, you know.
Nah, he deserve it. He deserve it. It does, like, it does deserve it. It does. He's a
Yeah.
hard worker, hard work,
Yeah, he's one person, like, I feel like he was versatile, you know, like, he didn't, if you could see sometimes, like, you would, everything, man, like, all the genres, I feel like he took himself out of the box. He didn't limit himself and say, oh, this is not my field, I can't do this, you know. He just did it anyway, regardless of what was happening. He just did it. And that's what a winner is, you know. You have to do everything and you have to try everything. You can't say you can't You can't. You have to do, you know, and there's no such word as can't, you know. So
Yeah,
yeah.
being Z on the Idol, singing gospel, singing my piano, singing like R&B and other genres. What kind of artist you can call yourself to be? Like, which genre do you like wanna focus on?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I can't help it, you know. Okay, first of all, what's trending now is I'm a piano and all that stuff. So if you wanna be known, you gotta do the trending, you know, the my piano and all that stuff. But now I am a R&B and soul sister, and I can't change that just to fit in and do, you know, something that I'm not. I mean, if I want people to know me as the artist that I want them to know me, it would be a R&B and soul artist.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What is your
that's
plan
my
now?
genre.
That lies on the what?
No, that is my genre. Like that's where I identify myself.
What are your plans now in the music industry?
Well, obviously, I want to become a singer. There's nothing else that I want to do except singing. You know, that's all I've always wanted to do ever since I was a child, and I knew that I wanted to sing. I just want to keep on pushing. You know, I don't really know everything. You know, I'm still learning a lot of things. I'm still young, and I'm still trying to filter between what's right and wrong. You know, so all I want to do is music, and all I want to do is music. So I'm just gonna keep on pushing. You know, making videos and putting videos out there, making music and putting my music out there, so that people can listen to what I have to give them, and maybe I can be noticed by big artists and want to work with me.
You know, I don't know why I had this thought. I thought maybe like when you are singing a song, let's say you are performing Kabza the Small song, né? And Kabza the Small will be like, nah, you know what Z can sing? The way she performed this song, maybe later on you can try to reach out to her and say,
I wish it was like that. I really wish it was like that. I don't know if it was, if any of the songs that I sang, if any of the artists were listening. I don't know. I just wish they were, and I wish maybe they did, and they just planning on when to call me. You know, I'm always ready to answer the call.
so like why like after performing maybe just take a short maybe 30 or 40 seconds video, you post it on IG and then you tag them or maybe on Twitter or something.
I mean, I could do that. I want to do that.
Mm.
I will do that every time I make a
Yeah.
song, and I will just tag the artist of the song that I just sang.
Which
You know?
artist or producer you have in mind? Say, no, I wish I can work with this one.
I mean, I think it's obvious. Shekinah. I want to work with Shekinah so bad. I feel like um, we would understand each other so much if we made a song together, because I feel like I'm more to her music. You know, I really love the music that she makes. You know, so I feel like I wouldn't mind making a song with her. And if I would make a song with an, I'm a piano artist, it would be Nkosazana daughter. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
I would love to make a song with Nkosazana daughter. You know, I would really love to make a song with her. And also, I don't know if you know her, but I would also love to make a song with Msaki, if you know Msaki. Yeah, she's a great artist. Even if you don't know her, now you know she's a great artist. I would love to make a song with her. I would be so
Let me
happy.
write down her name. I will check her out. But I know
Oh my
Nkosazana,
god.
but I'm a huge fan
Yeah,
of Nkosazana daughter. I love her music. You know,
yeah,
really do. Nah,
yeah.
just never give up. Just keep on pushing. You know, now a lot of people, a lot of producers, and a lot of companies they know you. You know, you have a huge profile that you have built yourself this year. So this year was a good year to you. You know, very big one.
Yeah,
Always,
yeah.
always be there. So, did your family maybe play a huge role in supporting you throughout the journey of the idols?
Yes, most definitely. My mom was the biggest supporter, and my sisters, father. My family really supported me so much in this idols thing. And I wouldn't have asked for anyone else but them. And I feel like also they were part of helping me notice how actually good I am because of the support they would give me. And I'd be like, oh, my parents really believe in me. Why would I want to disappoint them in just giving up? So, yeah, they played a big role in that.
So every time after performance, they'll just video call you, hey Z, great performance and all this stuff.
Yes, yes, always.
Yeah.
Every time when I was done with my performance, they would always call me just to check up on me, you know?
Even when you flew back, those who didn't recognize Z, those who didn't love Z, because now you're on Idols, you're on TV, they
Okay,
want to take selfies.
all right.
Like,
Yes,
wherever you
now,
go now.
I mean, I feel like it was always going to be like that. It was always going to be like that. Yeah. I feel like now people that I never even knew, they love me and I'm grateful for that. This one is laughing. Yeah, I'm just grateful for that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just grateful for that.
Ah,
I'm,
nice.
I'm grateful. I'm not someone who, you know, if I'd never had a good relationship with someone, then all of a sudden now, there's Z, and then now they love Z, they care about Z. I'm not someone who would be like pushing them away and be like, oh, but G didn't like me, that stuff. I would just accept them. I don't hold grudges and all that stuff. I believe in
I crashed on you
peace.
in high school. You didn't recognize me now because I'm on TV.
Oh God, yeah, yeah, that kind of vibe. I had a crush
So,
on you.
like,
Now I'm your crush now. Now you want me.
uh,
Hey.
you think now you're in the same level?
Yay! Okay. You must talk to me nice. Yeah.
I,
Okay.
so, like, do you have plans, maybe furthering your studies? Because you just told me you completed school last year.
Yeah, I do want to continue going to school because
Mm.
at the end of the day, first of all, I'm grateful to my mom to not letting me just give up on that. Because I was so obsessed on going to idols when I was in high school. And my mom was like, if you pass, and then you can go to idols. So that's all I ever wanted to do. So then to get idols, I had to pass. So now thanks to her, and now I would love to go back to school. It's always been my aim to finish school and college and all that stuff. Because even if I would make it in the music industry, you never know what might happen. You must always have your backup, and school could just be that backup.
You want to start teaching or music?
No, not teaching. You know who I don't want to say. You know that dream faded away in grade 2. Okay, so please.
Teaching, like, it's a great choice. Like,
I mean, no. I feel like I would let
which
everyone
course you
pass
want to
in
start?
class.
Yeah, because you have a good heart.
I would let everyone pass in my class. I would be a bad
It's
teacher, so no.
it's okay. It's okay. These kids need to pass. They need to make it out of
Ah,
township, out of
they
villages.
mustn't pass.
They
It's
all need to pass.
fraud. No. Yeah,
Which
man.
course you wanna do in varsity?
I mean, I always wanted to do nursing. There was nothing else that I wanted to do at school except nursing. I really have a passion for helping people. You know, I really, really love helping people, and I'm patient. So I always wanted to become a nurse.
Now, all the best with that, and thanks for your time. What is your advice for someone planning to go to Idols next year, or maybe year after next year?
Oh, I would say my advice for someone who wants to go to idols next year is that don't don't listen to what other people say. Listen to your heart. If you feel like you want to go to idols and someone is saying no, don't. What? If you believe in yourself and you know that you can take you can take it, and if you feel like I can do this, I can even go through the audition rounds, then you should go to idols. And also, wherever you end your journey on idols, you should be proud of yourself, because it's not the end of your journey in life, it's only your end of your journey on idols. You never know, more things are going to come up for you. So that's what I would say to someone who would love to go to idols.
Uh, I saw you guys after Thapelo was called the winner.
So
You guys
that was my
jumped on
mom.
stage.
Yeah.
All of you guys, Thapelo after was called the winner. You jumped on stage. You all gave him love and
Yes.
support, and that was a good thing. That's emotional
Yeah.
moment, to
Yeah.
see like you got you yeah you lost along the journey, but now this guy won. You still celebrate
You
with him.
know,
That's
I was
a good
really
thing.
happy for him. And it's
Mm.
sad that we don't really live close to each other, because I would visit him, Shame. But Gay, he's still in my heart. And yeah.
And in other words, you want to tell me that Thapelo now has become part of the family. You will always see him like too often.
I wish that was true, that I could see him almost every time, but I can't, because he's a busy guy and he has his own family. And luckily, we could spend time a lot at idols. I appreciate that moment that we had. So, like, yeah, I
Yeah,
understand that
but
we cannot see eye to eye every time, but yeah, we do talk. We still keep tabs. Yeah.
now, all the best with everything. Don't lose courage. Just keep pushing. There are a lot of producers who need your voice. So one day you'll make it big. Make it big.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I
All
appreciate.
the best with everything you do, and thanks for making time to talk to me.
Ah, no problem. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Okay, bye.